Hey everyone, Tony D with another Piney podcast, and fair warning, I may curse a blue streak. Phil, you are really effing this up. I can't think, I thought Gavin Newsom and Whitmer and all these other dumbasses who let the authority go right to their head, let their fear dictate their policy, but no. You're actually worse. Your half measures are screwing up everything. Here's the latest. 1,000 new cases, a little more than 1,000. Again, despite expanded testing, the numbers continue to go down. The general trend is down. And what's Phil doing? Oh, we're going to partner with Quest Diagnostics and Walmart, two big giant corporations, to test everybody in the state at our expense. I assume Walmart and Quest Diagnostic will get their little something, while the rest of us have to fork it out because Phil's overprotective nature is just going to have everybody in the entire state tested, even though the numbers keep going down, down, down. The latest on the gym. Now the county's guys are getting involved, and there was a letter sent, and now it's going back and forth. Now it's going to slowly start to ramp up and get ugly. All because healthy people who go to a gym aren't allowed to go there. Because Phil knows better. Phil knows how to make everybody safe, everyone. No, stay home, get fat, and get heart disease instead of going to the gym and staying healthy. You fail to see who you are, Phil. You are a servant of the people, bound to the Constitution of the United States. You do not have the authority to shut down anyone's business. You don't have it. You absolutely do not have it. Emergency powers are BS. You're going to get sued, and we're going to be paying for your stupid lawsuit. All these businesses that are opening up that you're going to try to close down, they're all going to be getting handouts from the state a few years after you're gone, because it'll take 2 or 3 years for that to go through the courts, and then we'll have to pay out the money for those poor people whose businesses you tried to destroy for your ego and for your political career, which is over as of next year. I think you should be impeached now. If there was any momentum to impeach this guy, please start it now, legislature, because this is ridiculous. And here's today's topper. Churches are announcing they want to open. And Phil's response, oh, no, you're not. Huh. Guess again. Constitution, Phil. Freedom of assembly. Freedom to worship. You cannot stop that. The church is a big one. Oh, you're done. You are so done politically, Phil. You just don't know it. You're a zombie governor walking at this point. And I don't know what... You're going to be so angry when you see the polls next year, when you're running and everybody remembers the ridiculous things you did. And then I can already see the commercials now. Your campaign will put out these commercials. Oh, we did X, Y, and Z to save everybody, and we kept the numbers down. Nobody's going to buy that, because the people who survive into next year are going to remember that their businesses were crushed under your idiocy. Here's another one. Thankfully, some of the guys in Wildwood who are running things have decided to open up the streets for drinking on the street. Some streets. Of course, they can't just say, open up the streets and booze it up. I don't know why they can't do that. It seems to me that that would be a perfect solution to the problem. You have the bars open, everybody drinks outside. Problem solved. Oh, but no, we have to do it in a special area, thereby defeating the purpose of keeping people outside and spread apart. And Phil is touting this as, oh, this is a creative way so some of our businesses can recoup some of their money. Oh yeah, it's really creative, Phil, to destroy the economy and people's businesses. So creative. What's next? Maybe you'll have everybody tippy-toe and when they serve the drinks. Maybe you could have everybody buy expensive hazmat suits to add to the cost. Oh, so creative, Phil is. Phil, this is a nightmare. I say impeach the guy now. You know, in the beginning, he worked with Trump. There was no science. Some science, but not a lot. The science is in, okay? We're talking about shore towns on Memorial Day. There's going to be so much wind and so much heat. Forget about spreading this virus, okay? On top of the fact, we have these tests, which Trump touts as the best test in the world, best test in the world. Meanwhile, in a little country known as, I believe it's called Tanzania, the leader of that country was suspicious of the test. He felt that the tests were over-reporting the cases. So what he did was he took samples from a goat, a mango, an avocado, and a couple inanimate objects and sent them in. And guess what they tested positive for the virus. There's something wrong with the test. Now, I'm not sure if the Tanzanian people have the same test. I'm pretty sure they do. But the point is, the tests probably aren't even 100% reliable. And as I explained to somebody online, we've only tested 5% of the population in 2 months. Okay? At that rate, you cannot test enough people, Phil. You cannot test. And that 5% is not representative of the entire state. It's people who either had symptoms or EMTs and medical personnel who were close to the action that had to be tested. It's also people who got repeat tests. You cannot rely on these numbers, you idiot. You have to open the state. The damage to the economy is going to hurt more people. Suicides, people losing their homes, people stressed out about their finances. You have Walmart open. They sell everything, and they're allowed to open. Everybody should be open, Phil. Everybody. Just let it open. Let the gyms open. They'll wear masks. They'll wipe down their seats. Whatever they need to do. The only thing you should be doing is locking down the old folks' homes and turning their atmospheres into space stations so the old people don't get it. Okay? You're wasting your time trying to stop a bunch of muscleheads from exercising. They're too healthy to die from the virus. They're too healthy. Okay? Unless they have some major underlying condition, they won't end up in the hospital. They're too healthy. How much more science do you need? What common sense do you need, Phil? Open the friggin' state.